if that doesn't get Jason Garrett fired, that game, nothing will. That was a game they simply had to win for a number of reasons. One, you created all this controversy by going out to the World Series and sitting on the front row, right there in front of God and everybody, and clapping away. And
Brad Paisley, not to be confused with God, but he was
right.
next to him.
That's right. Brad Paisley was right there. I love that picture of Jason clapping and Brad Paisley sitting next to him, and Brad's looking like, "What are you clapping about? What do you just
struck out? What are you doing?
You just do this all the time." If that doesn't get him fired after that, because I heard people say, to me after I kind of poked fun at that, they said, "Well, what if they go out and play well? What if they go out and win?" Well, they didn't play well. They didn't win. They go out and blow a game they absolutely had to win, in my estimation, because there are just so many games left. And they're gonna, and I think we agree that they're gonna have to win 9 games, right?
Well, one, I don't know what game you saw last night because I thought they did some good things in all 3 phases of the team.
You and I were sitting next to each other. It's on deadline, so we don't get to go down to the locker room, but they're piping in the press conference. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, kind of like, just like it was
It's background noise. You're listening, but you're also writing, and you're thinking, okay, what will he say something I can fit in here?
And he said in the very first words out of his mouth, when somebody asked him, the question was, what happened? It's like it was a tornado came through there, and devastation everywhere, and people are just crying and moaning, and there's death and devastation. And Jason Garrett said, I think we did some good things, And I mean, people, sports writers and the press box just busted out laughing. It's just like, oh my gosh,
stopped everyone down.
Oh.
It was so jarring.
You're really not going to say that after this game. You should be apologizing after a game like that. You should be saying, you know what, this was an embarrassment. We embarrassed ourselves tonight. We came out here, because when the game started, you're watching it, and they're moving the ball right down the field, and everything's looking really good, right?
Sure. And again, real quickly, I love someone responded on Twitter today. I thought we did some good things in this war, the French. It was along those lines.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But no, and look, this is what happens with bad teams. The target shifts on who's to blame, and I know a lot of people today and last night were saying, well, the defense has been really good all year. They picked a horrible time to have their worst game, and you got to put blame on them. Well, if you want to blame the defense, fine. To me, it's still about they had the opportunity to seize control of the game early, and Dak Prescott in this offense was unable to do it.
No question.
Anywhere, and look, yes, the defense allowed Tennessee on the field for way too long, converted 11 of 14 on 3rd down.
That's an unbelievable stat.
But if you want to throw the defense under the bus for that, and that's legitimate, give them credit for going out and starting the game in an inspired manner and getting you turnovers on the first 2 possessions.
Absolutely.
Now, Dallas should have been up conservatively 13-0, but also realistically and not too much of a stretch, 21-0. Dak Prescott missed a wide-open Cole Beasley in the end zone after that first fumble, and then Brett Maher misses a 38-yard field goal. They get the ball right back. They score. They get the 7 points there, but then they have a chance to go down again, 2nd and goal on the 6, and Dak just throws an inexplicable pass into the end zone and has it picked off. So you come away
trying to force the ball to Amari Cooper.
Yeah, and so here's Dak Prescott, who is normally, if there's a fault, he's like too risk adverse, going, oh, I have my new guy, let's make something happen here, and he throws into double coverage on 2nd down.
Yeah.
When you have a 7-0 lead, and you don't need to, and
you're on the 4-yard line.
Yeah. Well, you were on the 4 until you lost 2
right.
yards on
right.
on the Ezekiel Elliott run. Now you're back on the 6. But that's the other thing. And look, Dak Prescott doesn't throw for enough yards to where he can afford to turn the ball over. You know, if he's going to start turning the ball over once or twice a game, which is what we've seen in these last two games,
because now he's fumbling
losses,
the ball.
Yeah, he has to throw for 350 yards like every other quarterback in this league.
Right.
But if you're throwing for 270, 280, and you're still persisting with the run game the way Dallas does, you can't have these turnovers. And
there's
so,
no margin for error.
No, and what happened was before, you know, in critical junctures of the game, Dak Prescott was making plays to help them win. Now he's making mistakes that lead to losses.